So we're going to make a paper cactus here, and I'm going to give you a round stencil, and inside that circle I want you to use a smaller stencil to create another circle, and you're going to cut the circle out. Now, then I want you to create little tabs by just doing little snips with your scissors until you meet that inner circle. Don't go past that inner circle. Then you're going to fold those tabs up, and those are going to become like little walls that you can glue your paper onto. And you want to make sure your strip of paper is long enough to fit. So before I glue anything together, I've decided I want to decorate this piece of paper because this is going to be the pot of my sculpture, and I just want it to look nice. And it is way easier to decorate when it's flat before I turn it into something three-dimensional. So I'm just using markers and coming up with a fun, playful design and layering to make it look a little more interesting. Okay, now I'm going to put glue on these tabs. You can put them on the tabs or on the strip of paper itself. I went with the tabs. I don't necessarily know what's easier, but this is a tricky process. So you're going to glue those tabs into the paper. Notice how I started a little down from the top. You want to start just a little down so it's not meeting at the top of that paper. I think I started a little too far down. I might have scooched that up a little bit. And then you're just going to like roll it and hold it and roll it and hold it until that glue wants to adhere properly to the paper. And then you're going to roll it up, and you might need to like paper clip it for a little bit for that glue to set, and then I would just set that to the side. Next, you're going to get another stencil, and this is going to be for your cactus. And for my example here, I traced this stencil 10 times. You can get away with 6. I would go anywhere 6 to 10, and then you're going to fold all those shapes after you cut them out. Then you're going to take glue, and you are going to glue these shapes together. Now, I used a glue stick. After I did this project, I realized I probably should have used the liquid glue instead because the glue stick it's not as strong as the liquid glue. So just so you know. And then you're going to glue all of these together like so, and then you roll it around and it becomes a form. Now on the bottom, you're going to put the liquid glue onto all of these strips of paper, and you're going to set that into the pot. And that is also going to be tricky. So you set it there, let it dry, don't touch it. Meanwhile, I'm taking a piece of paper, folding it, and I'm going to create a little flower to go on top. So you can kind of see the process here. Go ahead and cut it out. And there's your flower. And I wanted to do a little editing, so I'm just trimming some of the petals a little deeper. And I'm actually making 2 of them. One's going to sit inside the other one. So one's a little bigger. You do have to start with a square sheet of paper, and then you can build it from there. So now that I have my flower the way I want it, I'm taking my pencil and I'm rolling the paper to curl it a little bit, just so it looks like the petals are more three-dimensional, more formed, a little more natural. And I'm going to glue the little one into the bigger one, and then I made a little pink center and I glued it to the top of the cactus. And now what I'm doing is I am just crumpling up little pieces of paper to fill in the vase so I'm not seeing like the top part of that, and it really makes the sculpture look a little more complete. You could roll paper, you can do some creative things. I just decided to crumple mine up and put some glue on them and just stick them in there. So it makes the sculpture look really just nice and thought through. And here it is, all complete.